Welcome to the Awesome. I'm Big O, and this is Chasing Ultron. Alright, picking back up, I did node 3 in one shot, wasn't too hard. My kill order was Trooper, then Fury, then Quake, then Black Widow. Second wave, Trooper, then Cap, and the 2 assaults. And then final wave, killed the Operative, Trooper, and then finished off what was left. Mission 4, also one-shotted. My kill priority was Rocket whenever he was up, Sentry, Cage when there was 2 of them, Star-Lord, and then the Wasp. And then if your Minn-Erva is lower powered like mine was, little or no red stars, then you might want to take out some of the Ant-Men earlier on, just because their AoE is going to hit her and it might wear her down enough before you can get the heal up on her. But otherwise, wasn't too bad, just takes a long time to get it down. Alright, then I had to take a day break because they were going to do the patch and add the extra rewards to it. So they said, don't make any more progress or you won't get the rewards until we can do the thing. So they added the gold orbs and then alternated it with mega orbs on the next node and then back and forth on that. So a very nice boost to the rewards. So I actually recorded all of 5. I didn't know if I would get it down in one shot, but I did. So I'm going to go through everything I do on here. So I decided to go after Korath first because I don't like his heal block, number 1, because I want the regens from Minn-Erva to heal people, and whenever something dies to heal. Also, he can put taunt on someone, so if he puts it on Minn-Erva, she's going to die horribly, and then I'll have to restart, so that's why I decided to go after him first. So we're going to get some damage going on him. But then I'm going to have to switch to the crossbones because they'll just be trading taunts back and forth. So we're going to have to get at least one of these down. Now we go after this one on the end here. I want to try to get him down before he booms. But that might not happen. Alright, we're going to get some defense up on everybody so they can survive to this. And then we're going to go ahead and use Minn-Erva's ult to get everyone healed back up to full and get some damage on all of them. And they're going to beat the crap out of security, and he's back to almost dead already, so that's not good. But we do have the res with Minn-Erva, so we should be okay. Let's summon some cannon fodder here. Unfortunately, the summons do not benefit from the 7 red stars of my Fury. And there's one boom. Go ahead and blind the Noble and get the Cyborg as well. And there goes security. We do have the taunt. It doesn't look like we're going to get him down. So close, but he got the boom off. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt too bad. So Big Daddy Fury is going to have to hold the fort until we get the security back up. There he is. So having 7 red stars on him definitely helped. He can survive long enough with that taunt on him. That's also why I want to get rid of the Korath early on. So he puts that taunt on Minn-Erva, it's a restart. Go ahead. We want to blind at all times as much as possible so we can keep feeding that energy to Minn-Erva so she can keep doing this over and over again, heal everyone back up to full, and taking 15% health off of everything. And that's why she's pretty much required if you want to get through Fear the Darkness in any amount of good time. If you don't have her, it's going to take you forever. You're going to have to chip away a little bit every day. It's going to take you a really long time. Alright, so she got the taunt on her, but thankfully it is off now. So we're going to have to go ahead and finish off this crossbones because he's taunting and getting the health back. It's annoying. And he's booming again. Alright, but first we're going to take out that Korath. We'll finish him off first. Get some more cannon fodder. Then we'll finish the crossbones. After we get a little more damage on the noble. There we go. Alright, now that we have it down to a manageable amount of enemies, we're going to work them all down into the red, so that when the next wave comes down, we can take them out quickly. We don't have to fight the whole next wave with a lot of guys from the prior wave. That's generally the best strategy you want to do on each node, get it down to a manageable number of enemies, and then you work them all down to red. It's best to look at msf.gg to see how many you get down to before the next wave comes. Sometimes it's as low as 2, sometimes it's as high as like 4 or 5, and then other nodes it's like you have to take out the whole wave and then the whole next wave comes down. So MSFGG, very good site to check for each node so you can know what's coming and know what you can do and plan it out so you don't have to restart. So I'm going to work all these guys down. Minn-Erva is on death's doorstep, as is security, so it's not quite as manageable as I was thinking. That's why security is so nice to have with the auto taunt, so she doesn't get bursted down as much. And then her ultimate, as you'll see many times in the future, and that's why it's amazing. So now we got those guys in the red. We didn't quite get them all down in the red, but close enough. So we're going to quickly take them out so you don't have to deal with them and all the extra damage they're going to be bringing. Because as you saw, you can get bursted down very quickly even when you think you're safe. Especially if your Minn-Erva is 5 yellow and no red like mine is. I'm still kind of amazed that she's holding up, but she does. You just have to be extra careful if you weren't lucky enough to get some good red stars on her. And that's the one thing I don't like about the summons. They are nice for drawing fire, but sometimes if they get summoned close to Star-Lord, his energy give will go to them instead of Minn-Erva, who you will always want it to going to, because she's going to be a huge source of your damage and keeping everyone alive, healing you back up to full. So summons can hurt you somewhat by stealing some of that energy. But for my team especially, that is my only source of buff removal, is those summoned operatives, although their focus is still kind of low, so it gets resisted a lot of times, but it's better than nothing. Let's get some more cannon fodder. They're going to steal the energy probably, but hey, if they can eat ultimates from Winter Soldier like that, it is worth it. Yeah, like this node especially, it would be really bad for any other kind of healer except maybe Mantis, who can go around heal block, because you got a heal block on the Reapers, on the Korath in the beginning, on the Winter Soldiers, so all kinds of heal block that you can't get around, but that ultimate from Minn-Erva does. Otherwise you'd need a lot of dispelling of debuffs on you, which your choices for that are Groot and JJ, which are both two good choices. I wish I could have taken either one of those instead of Daredevil, but I had to roll with what I have or had, because otherwise it's just going to take too long to get in there. And I want to get this down and get the Ultron, because he's pretty good. He's slightly better than every other character in the game. Alright, so we're going to burn down this Oracle, because we do not want them healing. Because that is percentage-based heal, and they have tons of hit points. So that is not good. So we're going to get him out of there. The cannon fodder are dropping like flies, but that's what they're there for. To eat the big attacks from them, so my normal guys don't have to take it. Alright, got him down. I'm going to blind the Reaper. Very nice that it went on to the Winter Soldier as well. Mordo's always tricky. Yeah, he's another heal blocker. You know, can't believe I forgot him, but a lot of time I leave him towards the end, just because he has the heal whenever something dies, so that can be annoying trying to get him down. But you don't want like 2 or 3 Mordos to stack up, because then it can get really bad with the blinds. As you'll see in the later nodes, they're really heavy on the blinds. I think there's a node with Star-Lord, Hawkeye, and Mordos, so like all your guys are constantly blinded. And Daredevil comes in very handy for that, since he's not affected by blind. You also have to be very careful with Minn-Erva. Make sure she's not blinded when she uses her ult, or it won't do the damage. It won't put the bleed on them. And you won't get the health back. You'll just get a regen put on all your guys, which would be a waste. Go ahead and do this just to get the damage on them. We weren't really low, but it's relatively safe because they're all pretty slow. Pass all those buffs up, so we'll be in good shape. Plus I knew a lot of heal blocks were coming, so might as well get all up in there. Get everyone to full health. Alright, I'm going to work JJ down. Alright, got her down. Because I don't like her removing the bus off of my security. Because I want my Minn-Erva protected. Alright, next wave coming down. And now it's going to be harder because I did not work them all down to red. I did not check msf.gg to see how many would be till the next one came down. So it's going to get a little rough here. Especially since almost every enemy can heal block, so I'll have to lean heavily on Minn-Erva's ult. And hope she doesn't get bursted down. Yep, heal block, heal block, heal block. The regen put on him is useless. And once again, we want to take out Korath first, because we do not want that taunt put on Minn-Erva. Otherwise, you are done for the day unless you want to restart. And all that time is gone that you spent on the node already. Alright, so he is down. I'm going to get him back first and then do the ult on the next turn. Hopefully we can survive long enough and don't lose anyone again. It is going to be close. Thankfully the only one that is fast is Korath and maybe Mordo. Everyone else is pretty slow. Thankfully no heal block on him. We got the heal off. But he is still almost dead, and there he goes again. Crap. We're going to have to go ahead and do this. It is very dire. What shall I do? I'll go ahead and blind her since she has the offense up. Alright, Korath down. This is going to be rough without a tank. Alright, so we'll go after Winter Soldier since he's the next closest to dying. We're going to have to depend on the cannon fodder to eat that damage. Let's get him down. Yes! Thankfully, yes, they both went after the cannon fodder, and that's why they're there. And we got the res back. We are back in business, ladies and gentlemen. The security is back. And that's why Minn-Erva is the MVP. She lets you come back from what looks like total fails and complete disasters. And he's almost dead again. It really would have helped if I had more than 2 red stars on the security, but you do what you gotta do. That is the great cosmic joke that my 2 most important characters in this have the least red stars, 0 on Minn-Erva and 2 on security. Looks like he's gonna die again. And looks like Daredevil's gonna die too. Yep, there went Daredevil. Ooh, thankfully get the heal with Fury. Yeah, Fury and security, definitely a good combination. If you got one, you want to go for the other. Go ahead and do that, and then we can res Daredevil. We just need to get everyone back up to full health. It's somewhat manageable now. But it's still somewhat in doubt. Now we're going to work Mordo down now and try to get him out. Back comes Daredevil from the dead. Really should have had a resurrection counter to count how many times people have been res in this fight. It's a lot. Some more cannon fodder. Another good thing about the cannon fodder, lets me do the slow and then stun combo with the special from the securities. So Quake would also be a very good 5th to add to the 4 of security, Fury, Star-Lord, and Minn-Erva, because you can slow them and then get the stun on them with the security special, which can really help if you can get that on a key enemy. Alright, go ahead and do the ult. Get Daredevil back up out of the danger zone. Alright, so we got it safe. Now we can work these guys all down to the red. And then go into the last wave in very, very good shape. A lot of very close moments. I thought it was over a few times, especially that one time. It was really bad, but that's what Minn-Erva can do. Alright, they're just about ready to be taken down. Now there's 2 ways you can do it. You can get them all down low enough, under 15% health, and then do a Minn-Erva ult to take them all out at once. And then you have the whole next wave coming down with nobody from the last one. What I like to do, I like to get them all low, and then take out the one guy, the next wave comes down, and then do Minn-Erva's ult, because then you're getting the 15% damage on the whole new wave, and another bleed on them. So it makes your next wave a little easier to handle. I'm going to take him out. Probably could have worked them down, but it's okay. I'm going to blind Winter Soldier so his ult is useless. And okay, he's going to blow up right away. Alright, we'll save the ult until we are lower life, get some cannon fodder out there. We're going to work down the Oracle once again because we don't want them healing. go ahead and use the ult just to make it go a little faster. Oh, it actually worked. The operative's buff steal worked. We got the taunt off of him so we can get back on the Oracle. So that is nice. Still gonna blind, and it goes to the summon instead of Minn-Erva, so that was crap, but what are you gonna do? Alright, can we get him down before he heals? No, we can't. So close. So close. And we get him down after. That's alright. So then we'll just get Crossbones next, because he has the self-heal on taunt, and we don't want him booming anymore. Pretty much well in hand. And then once I get down to around 3 or 4 guys left, I go down to all only basic attacks so I can make sure I'm fully charged up for the next node. You do want to make sure everyone's at full health though, because the beginning of pretty much every node is you got to try to survive and stabilize, and then you can get past it, so that's why you got to restart a lot of times until you get the RNG just right so you can survive, get that first 1 or 2 enemies down, and then you'll be okay. And it's well worth it to restart again and again on a node if it doesn't go your way, rather than just getting wiped and then having to wait till the next day, because you can get through several nodes in a day, so you can get to Ultron faster and get him in there, because he is once again very, very strong and will completely change your game. Got him down. We'll of course leave Mordo for the last, because he heals every time. He's just more of an annoying gnat-like character. Doesn't do tons of damage, but he does the heal blocks on the blinds. So you can leave him till last. He's not going to be bursting you down like the other ones. We are fully on to only basics. We'll just go ahead and get Mordo down. We'll leave Cyborg for the last. Of course, you can use the summons abilities, get that beautiful stun combo. It's very nice to get. So now that we can get him stunned and not have any heal block on, every time she's putting the regen up is going through. So everyone's going to be at full health, have the full abilities maxed out, ready to go. So be in very good shape for the next node. Now, why I was being very careful, I remember why I did this now, because of the glitches from the first two. I didn't want him to die from the bleed, so I was being very careful, trying to kill him with the last shot, not be a bleed, just in case that was what was causing the glitch, because I did not want that to happen again. But guess what? It glitched again. It did not complete the victory. I was enraged at this point, about to throw the phone at the wall, smash it into a million pieces, then go get it fixed so I can uninstall this buggy piece of crap game. But thankfully, once I cooled down and came back and checked, it did actually count. But yeah, having the game glitch out on 3 of the first 5 nodes, 2 of the 3 times when I get all the way to the end after playing for 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long it takes. I try everything. I had one guy on the last video say try switching to another program or app on your phone and then switching back. I tried that, didn't do anything. Now that was different. It zoomed out on the camera, so that was a good sign. I was like, hopefully it did go through, and it did, thankfully. So I didn't have to do this all over again, because that would have been very annoying. Yes, there we go. It counted, got it down in one shot, 13.33 million. So yeah, this team has worked very well. Daredevil could have been replaced by a few other better characters, but he is holding his own and doing well. And there is the nice gold orbs you can see that you get that, and then mega orbs on every other one. So you really get stacked up, so that makes it even better to do this. That is going to do it. Thanks for watching. Many more Chasing Ultron videos in the series coming. Until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.